I'ma take the time to show you how much you mean to me, 'cause you are all I need. I'ma take the time.
I'm American Muslim, right? And I grew up in a household where my identity was really important to me as a Muslim, where my faith was. And it really bothered me, the things that people would say in passing about me being Muslim and etc. And right. And people weren't like malicious, they were just ignorant. And then in eighth grade, there was an election year. I saw a rising climate of anti-blackness, right, of misogyny, of all these things. And I saw how stereotypes were affecting my hallways and the kids around me, and how so many of us are told to be something because of how we are rather than who we are, right? This can't just keep going like that. I have to do something. You know, I had no idea what the heck I was doing. But I did know that I had a passion for these issues and I wanted to do something. And so my solution was, let's tell each other stories. Let's create a platform for ourselves. And so I started Redefy. I had this idea, right, that if we just told our stories and had a platform to do so, to talk about current events, to talk about identity, to talk about stereotypes, I think our school hallways would be a little bit better. You know, people would be a little bit kinder. I was like, you know what? Like, it's so hard to hate somebody you know. And so we launched in September of 2013 with this nebulous idea of changing the world, changing hearts and minds. It was a really small idea that blossomed into something I could have never imagined. The first step for me, I got on my computer, messing around on WordPress to create a website. That was my first step. The steps that I took that were most important was building a team and having people who pushed me forward and challenged me. So I got together with 5 friends around a dinner table in 8th grade, in that summer after 8th grade, and we started brainstorming, you know, what would be our first steps and what would be our launch? And we just, you know, brainstormed and then launched the website and social media handles in September of 2013 by just basically posting on our social media accounts about it. And yeah, that was it. My reaction to the reaction of Redefy's announcement, I knew we needed this, but I didn't realize how badly. I didn't realize how badly people were itching to talk about identity and stereotypes and current events. I remember vividly reading the submissions of the stories that people sent in, of people that I knew, and being like, I had no idea they were going to do that. And feeling really humbled and sobered by that truth, that like, here were kids that I saw every single day at school, or every single day at soccer, every week at soccer or whatever. I had no idea who they were or their story, and I was really grateful that I had the capacity and platform to tell their story. I don't think because you care about something, you start a nonprofit on day one or a company on day one. I think you can just look out into the world and say, what's being done and what can I do to help? Maybe it's something small. Maybe I can only devote 2 hours a week. That's good enough. Right now, start with small. Like, I would never be where I am if I didn't just get started, and I never thought it would start to consume my life. You know, I guess I'll start this social media handles and website because I cared about it and I wanted to do something, and my friends did too. Right? What do you believe? What keeps you up at night? Like, what makes you excited to talk about? Do that thing and find the intersection of that thing with what you're good at. It doesn't need to be speaking. That's all right. But you're good at something. Everyone is. So find that thing and find what makes you your most confident best self, and find the intersection and do something at it. It doesn't need to be a new idea. It can just be making your life and the lives of the people you care about in the world better by just saying, hey, this is what I care about and this is what I'm good at. And so I'm going to do it because we need to.